Okay.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Okay, good. Is Shirin there too?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Hi.
Hi, Shirin. Hi. But I'm sorry, guys. I have to start with Marzia. She was here first. Okay, that's the rule of the class.
Yeah.
Okay, so I put the questions here. These are the questions for the lecture class. And Marzia, hi. Hello.
Hi, Azade.
Hi. How are you?
Fine, Azade.
Okay, good.
How are you?
I'm fine too. Thank you. So this is the first session of the lecture class. I hope it goes well. These are the list of questions. I've just typed them here, and I know you've been given them beforehand. Marzi, have you
Yes.
thought about the questions? Have you thought about them?
Yes.
So we'll start with the first one. What was your greatest fear as a child, and why? Only this. Only answer this one.
My greatest fear as a child was darkness and thieves.
Thieves.
Because
Yes.
yes, because when I was a child, my family and I slept on the porch, and suddenly my neighbors screams because this.
Because you started with past simple, so say it all in past simple.
Yes.
Go on.
Yes, and because thieves came to the house, to the neighbor's house.
Okay, wait.
My neighbor.
Wait, Marcy. First of all, one thief is a thief. Okay. When it's plural, the plural form is thieves. Okay, one thief, several thieves. Also, there's a verb for it. I'm sure you know it. We've worked on it before. When a thief enters a house or apartment, there's a verb that we use for it in English. What is it? We don't say a thief came. Of course, what you say is correct. You can say a thief came, but there's a technical word for it. What is it?
Enters to.
No. First of all, you don't say to after enter. You enter a building or something. But when a thief does it, or when someone does it secretly, when you're not allowed to be somewhere, what do we call it?
Secret. Wait. I said in previous session.
Yes. Okay, Shirin
I
Behzad,
don't
if
remember.
you know, you can type it. Shirin Behzad, if you know, you can type it. Okay, I'll give you a hint. It starts with... Yes, but it starts with B. It starts with the letter B. Break into, yes, exactly. So you break into a place. Behzad and Shirin typed it here. They broke in. You can say a thief broke in, or a thief broke into our neighbors. You can say that. Okay, so now please say that sentence again and go on.
Because a thief broken up to...
No, not broke up. No, Marzi. Break into, not up.
Broke into. A thief broke into...
That's the past form is broke. A thief broke into our neighbors.
A thief broke into our neighbors, and our neighbors started to scream, and my parents woke up, and they they went to our neighbors and
Wait, Mazi, not to the
to
our.
no.
Either to the neighbors or to our neighbors, not both of them.
Went in neighbor's house.
No, went to our neighbor's house, not in. Went to our neighbor's house, or went to our neighbors. You don't have to say house. Go on.
Went to our neighbors, and I was very scared, and I've followed my parents, and
I followed.
then
I followed my
followed.
not followed.
Yeah.
Yes, followed
Yes.
my parents. Yes.
And in the in neighbor's house yard, in neighbor's yard,
Yes, yes.
I saw the thief, and he had eyes. He is scared. I thought he is خیره شدن شد چی؟
He was staring.
He stared. He stared to me.
At me.
And
stared
at me. Yes. At
Yes.
me, and I still imagine his eyes, and I still scared.
I'm
I'm
still scared. Yes, I'm still scared.
Scared, and I always scared.
No.
I'm always scared of thief or thieves.
Yes, thieves.
And then my parents paid attention to me, and anyone understood that
everyone understood.
Everyone understood. I'm scared at the moment.
At that moment.
اون لحظه.
Yes, at that moment.
At that moment.
At the moment means
at
now.
That moment.
Now, but at that moment means then. Go on.
At that moment, and I'm still scared of thieves, and I have the problem.
I have that problem. I still have that problem. Okay, Marzi, are you the only child?
No, I have two brothers and a sister.
Brothers and sisters.
Yes, brother. Yes.
I asked because you said when that happened, when your neighbor screamed, your parents left, and you followed them. You didn't mention the siblings, so I thought that you were alone.
Yes.
How about your siblings?
No. I take گذشتش took دیگه درسته؟
took, yes.
I took off my sister and two brothers, and because
What do you mean by took off?
یعنی تازه من اونا رو محافظت میکنن یا آرومشون میکنن.
Take care of, not took off. No, take care of. You forgot about care. Take
Yeah.
care of. I see. Okay, so you first took care of them, calmed them down,
Mhm.
then left for the neighbor. I
Yes.
see. Okay,
Yes,
take
yes, yes.
care of them. So you're the older one, right? The older child.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Take care of. Yes. Okay, thank you, Marzieh. Let me go to Behzad
You're
and
welcome.
Shirin, then I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Okay, Behzad, Shirin. Hi.
Hi. Hello again.
Hi
Hello
again.
again.
So your turn.
Yeah,
Which one of you wants to go first? Your biggest
me.
you.
No, ladies first.
No what? Yes, it must be
Ladies
Shirin's.
first.
Yes, Shirin's
Yeah.
turn because she was absent the day before yesterday, and I think it's her turn. Yes. Okay.
No, and
Shirin.
always ladies first.
Yeah, yeah, that's not fair to say always ladies first, but yeah, this time you're right. Okay. So Shirin, your greatest fear as as a child. As a child, what was your greatest fear and why?
Mhm. I thought a lot about it, but
Mhm,
I have to mention that I
mhm.
very brave person,
No,
and
no, no,
I
no. Shirin,
don't,
I'm, not I very, okay? Focus on the verb,
I'm
yes.
very
Mhm,
I'm a brave person,
mhm,
and I didn't fear something when I was child, but I was worried about something
mhm.
because my mother was teacher, and
A
most of the
teacher,
time
a teacher.
a teacher,
Mhm,
and most of the time my brother and I
mhm,
were alone at home,
mhm.
and I have to take care of
Had
my
to.
brother. I had to take care of my brother, and
Mhm.
I have to
Had to.
pick him. I had to pick him up to the school,
No.
and
Wait.
mm,
Shirin, take him to school. Not
mhm,
pick him up
mhm.
to school. If you mean رفتید برید دنبالش بیاریدش خونه or ببریدش مدرسه. Which one do you mean?
ببرمش.
Okay,
I had to.
take then. I had to
I
take
had
him to
to.
school. Yes.
I had to take him to school, and I have to
Had to.
we had to lock the door and turn on the turned off the oven, and
No. Wait, Marzi. Excuse me, Shirin. I had to, because you said had to at the beginning of the sentence, then this had
okay.
to applies to all the verbs that you say afterwards, okay? So
Okay,
the
I
other
got it.
verbs should be simple.
I had to turn off the oven,
No,
and
turn off the, no, turn on the oven.
on the oven, and also off the oven.
Off. I
And
thought you mean up.
off.
I see, okay.
No,
Yes,
off.
yes,
Off
sure.
the oven. And I was worried about I did it correctly,
Okay, wait.
or
I was worried about. Look at this sentence.
doing it.
Yeah, say it, please.
I worried about doing these chores correctly or not. And
Okay, wait. See, when you said the first sentence, you said I was worried. I don't remember. That was wrong, but then you corrected that. I was worried about doing the chores correct or not. Okay.
Yes.
Chores. Okay. First of all, correctly, not correct, and then doing is okay because you have about. About is a preposition after that. Doing, but this sentence doesn't make sense. It shouldn't be like that. I was worried about what? Can you correct yourself or not? Think if you can correct this sentence.
I was worried about.
You can use another verb if you want, if you cannot fix this one.
I don't know.
Okay, see, your sentence in Farsi is نمیدونستم کارا رو دارم درست انجام میدم یا نه. Right? Okay.
Yes.
So, how do we say that in English? I'm sure you know that. We can use if in here or whether.
Mhm.
Okay?
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
say another sentence, mean the same thing, use if or whether.
Mhm.
I
I don't know.
didn't know.
I didn't know
Mhm.
if I'm doing
Mhm.
this correctly or not.
Very good. Excellent. Exactly. Say, Shirin,
Mhm.
you're really great when you're talking. It's great, you know, a lot of grammatical rules. But I want you, for some time, to slow down a little bit. Okay? Don't talk fast.
Okay.
Because when you talk fast, you lose track of your speech. You forget about the rules. For just some time, not forever, slow down a little bit so that you can both think and talk. After you master
Okay.
this, then you can speed up. Okay? So,
Okay.
the last sentence, say it again.
I was worried about if I'm doing the chores correctly or not.
Yes, okay, go on. Or I always
And
thought about it. I thought
yes.
whether I was doing them correctly or not. Go on.
Mhm. And the age gap between us is only 5 years, and this type of responsibility was more than my ability.
Okay.
And
Okay, wait, Shirin. You said this type of responsibility was more than my ability. That's a good sentence. It's correct and it makes sense. But there's a word in English. I think you know it. Instead of saying that long sentence, you can only use that word. Do you know that?
No.
It starts with over. I think you know that. It starts with
Over. Yes.
over what? What?
Overwhelming.
Yes, very good. Excellent. Yes.
Overwhelming.
It was overwhelming. It was the responsibility was more than your abilities. It means that it was overwhelming for me, or I was overwhelmed. Okay, go on.
And these responsibilities, these responsibilities bothered me a lot, and I couldn't. I unfortunately I couldn't get rid of them, and I was the first child in the family, and my mother was very busy, and I had to do them. And it's this type of living had a lot of problem for me.
Yeah.
I
Okay, wait,
couldn't.
Shirin. Instead of had, you can use a better word in here. Had is okay. It makes sense, but you can use a better word. What other word? It's an easy one. I know that you know it. It's a verb. Instead
Give.
no, not give.
What is the question?
Say your last sentence again.
These responsibilities had
a lot of problems for me, you said.
A lot.
Okay. Instead of the word have, use another verb.
Make.
Very good. Make or cause. Even cause is better. So these responsibilities caused you a lot of problems. Go on.
The worst one was I was tired at school, and I couldn't concentrate and listening very well.
No, wait, Shirin. Both sides of and should be like each other. I couldn't concentrate and listen, not listening.
And listen to the teacher.
Yes.
And I was exhausted at school, and I the worst part was that I was worried my mom punishment about
No.
the
Punishment
school.
is the noun, Shirin. The verb is punish.
My mom was punishing me if I
No,
did.
no, Shirin. Focus. You need a conditional in here. Not was punishing me if. No. Which type of conditional do you need in here?
Type 2.
Yes, very good. Now use a type 2. My mom.
My mom would punish.
No, would punish. After would, use simple forms. Yes, would punish me.
Would punish me
If
I did them
wrong.
Badly. Wrong.
You did them wrong. I see. Okay. I understand. So instead of fear, you had anger, I think, right?
Yeah. Anger. It's
the noun form of angry. Anger is the noun form of angry.
Yes.
خشم.
And because I had this situation after my daughter was born, I swore myself, I never left her. I never leave her alone.
No, Shirin. You swore, you somehow promised yourself, so you have to use.
I swore myself.
When you say I swore, first of all, not you don't use it like that. It's a translation. You promised yourself. Okay, we say that in Farsi like that, but not in English. Say I promised myself, and when you promise yourself, which modal do you use for it?
I promise myself.
Will. You use will. When you promise something, you use will. Okay, so
I will never leave my daughter alone at all.
At all. Okay, good. Okay. So it must have been taxing to have all that responsibility. Okay, just like my older sister. She thinks just like you. And she's always angry because my mom was a teacher and she used to do the same. I think that's the problem with teacher moms. They think that they can leave the responsibilities of the home on the shoulders of the bigger daughter or son. I don't know, but that's really wrong. Okay, so that was, yes? Were you saying something?
But when I saw my life, when I see my life.
No. Shirin, you usually look at your life. You don't see it. See is okay. It makes sense, but they usually say when I look at my life.
When I look at my life, I understand is this childhood. I need this childhood because I didn't have a very easy life, and our life was very challenging because my husband's position, and if I was a spoiled girl,
No, spoiled.
I
Spoiled, not
spoiled.
yes.
spoiled girl.
Mhm.
I couldn't
Yes.
stand this type of life.
I couldn't stand. Wait. I couldn't stand is correct, but you can use could plus have plus past participle. Have you studied that part in the grammar package? I think it's lesson
No.
16. Okay, so when you
Yes.
do, you will
I,
understand. Okay. And
mhm,
husband,
mhm,
Shirin, not husband. No? Husband.
mhm.
Husband.
Husband.
Okay.
Husband.
So good. Very good. Do you have anything to add about the fear? Of course, yours was just anger,
No.
not fear. Okay, thank you very much,
Yes.
Shirin.
No.
Thanks for
Thank
sharing.
you.
I'll
Thank
go
you.
to Behzad
Thank
now. Now, Behzad, how about you?
Yeah.
What was your greatest fear as a child and why?
Well, I think when I was a child, the greatest thing that I was scared of
Mm-hmm.
was darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And it was for a while, I think,
Mm-hmm.
because when I got older,
Mm-hmm.
I remember that that was not any problem for me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, when I got older, I found that I had, and I still have
Mm-hmm.
acrophobia,
I
or
see.
we call it fear of heights.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
And I found that it is something common between people, and still I have
Among
acrophobia
people.
among
Yes. You still have it.
acrophobia.
Mm-hmm.
For example, when I go to cable car,
Yeah, I see. When you
you
get
know,
into a cable
yeah,
car.
yeah. When I get into a cable car,
Mm-hmm.
it's really frightening. It's really frightening to me, or for me, to me.
Yes, to me, but I think it's to everyone. I don't think that's
Yeah,
unusual. It's
yeah.
completely natural.
But I think this kind of fear is a little bit exaggerated
Mm-hmm.
for me. And these are the only things that I was scared of. And other than that, I
Mm-hmm.
think there were nothing for me to be scared
There
of.
was nothing.
And actually, there was nothing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, when I was a child, me and my brothers, we were so naughty
Mm-hmm.
that I think other people were scared of us.
I see. Okay. Okay, I see. Okay. So, Bezad, you said that Marzia mentioned that her greatest fear as a child was darkness, yours too. And she mentioned the origin, the root of the fear, what caused it. How about you? What caused your fear of darkness? Did anyone scare you in the darkness?
Um,
Did you see something in the darkness?
Maybe when I go through it,
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe because of some reasons that in the darkness there would be someone like thief that would
Yeah, but
annoy you.
no,
And
Bezat, you're saying that would. Would means a possibility. But for example, what Marzia said did happen. For Marzia, there was a thief at the neighbors. How about you?
oh
Was
yeah,
there anything? Do you remember
no.
anything?
No, there was nothing specifically, and
Nothing specific.
I think most of the children have some sort of fear of darkness.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So good. I'll go back to Marcia and then come back to you. Thank you very much, Behzad and
Yeah. Thank
Shirin.
you.
Okay, Marcia, hi again. And now tell
Hi.
me, did you or your parents do anything to help you with that fear of thieves and darkness that you have?
No, I'm still have
No, not
that problem, and
Marcia. I still have it.
I still have that problem, and um, I go when I go to a place, and the place has a big yard, and um, um, and
For example, when I go to my garden and I look at the
Trees?
look at the trees or دیوار,
Walls. Walls.
and walls, and I wait for I wait I wait to prepare to appear to eyes and a sieve
No. Wait. Marcy, I wait for two eyes to appear. Not I wait to appear. No. I wait for two eyes to appear. I wait for a thief to appear. Okay? Or instead of saying for two eyes, you can say for a pair of eyes to appear. Go on. Yes.
And nothing, and then I never alone.
No. Verb of the sentence, Marcia. Where's the verb?
I don't never.
No, come on.
No, I don't. No. I don't. I don't stay alone. This to my garden.
No.
And
in my garden.
In my garden. But I got be better. For example, I stay to home, in home, alone, at home alone, and that's all.
So, Marcy, do you live in an apartment or a house?
Apartment.
So it's easy to stay alone at an apartment because you have neighbors, right?
Yes.
So far, Shireen is 1, you and Behzad 0, because Shireen is braver than both of you, huh? She can stay alone. Okay, so Marcia, your greatest fear as an adult is still darkness, as you mentioned, and you haven't ever done anything to fix this fear, to make it disappear, right? Have you done anything? Have you tried to fix it?
I said I'm be better, but
no, I'm be better. That's a wrong sentence.
No, I got be better.
No, I am better or I got better, not both of them. I am better or I got better.
I got better.
I got better.
Yes.
Okay, good. So what did you do to become better, to get better, to deal with this fear better? What did you do? Did you read a book? Did you go to a psychologist? Did you take a class? What did you do?
No, I have some experience about darkness, and he feels. He feel.
He feel. What does he feel?
I feel. No. I feel. I feel. And. Then,
what do you mean I feel? I feel what?
I feel about darkness. I I have experience about darkness, and I understand when I stay I stay alone. I don't know.
Okay, what do you want to say? You understand? When you want to stay alone, what?
وقتی تنها هستم حتما دزدی وجود نداره. این
I am
تجربه
sure.
بود.
I am sure there is.
I am sure.
I am sure حتما منظور شما لزومنه اینجا نه حتما. Right? لزومن. So necessarily.
Necessarily.
So
And
I gave you the word. Now make the sentence.
When I stay alone, that necessary there is no there no. Deceive?
No. Okay, it's a bit complicated. You can say that doesn't necessarily mean there will be a thief. لزوما به این معنا نیست که یه دزدی هم وجود خواهد داشت. Okay? That doesn't necessarily mean there will be a thief, or that doesn't necessarily mean there is a thief. That doesn't necessarily mean something bad will happen. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Marzia. Let me go to Behzad and Shirin.
You're welcome.
So, Shirin, your turn again.
Yes.
So tell me, as an adult, do you have any sort of fear?
No, right now, no, but I'm just worried about future.
The future.
The
future.
Yes. The future. But I'm a very hopeful person.
I'm a very hopeful person. Oh.
I'm a very hopeful person.
Yes.
And I know I can change everything in a good position because I don't like to think to negative points of life, and I like to see the half glass full.
No.
Not.
I want to see the glass half full. I want to look at the glass half full. Yes, half full. The glass half full.
Half full.
Yes.
Half full. Unfortunately, during my life, I could do everything that I want.
That I wanted. That I wanted.
That I wanted. I could do everything that I wanted, and I know this rule. If I want everything, I can do it.
No. Sure, if I want anything, not everything. Okay, for emphasis, you have to say anything. If I want anything, I can do it. Or as they say, if you...
Hi again.
Okay, so if you put your mind to it, or at it, if you put your mind to it, then you can do it. If you put your mind to it, then you can do it.
Then you can do it.
Yes. Okay, so
yes.
So you have worries, you don't have fears. So what are these worries for the future that you said? What is it about the future that you're worried about?
For my daughter's future, and because you know that right now there is no school, and all of them are online.
Yes.
And I have to manage my daughter myself.
Yes.
And right now I'm a mother, I'm a teacher, I'm a manager of a school, and I have to roll them in the same time. And
I have to run them at the same time. At the same time. Run
the
these
same
means
time.
manage these. Run means manage. At the same
And
time, yes.
at the
Instead of
same
at the same
time,
time, what other word do you know, Shireen? At the same time.
moment.
Excuse me?
In this moment.
No, no, no. No, not that. At the same time does not mean this moment. As you mentioned, you have to do your house chores, you have to help your daughter, you have to help your husband. You have to do all of these at the same time. What other words? Simultaneously. Simultaneously.
Simultaneously.
You have to do them all. Okay, go on.
And and the things that bothers me right now, I'm worried about it because
Okay, wait.
my
Shirin, the things is plural. The things that bother me and I'm worried about, full stop. Not worried about it because it was the things that. You brought that, not to repeat the pronoun. Okay? Go on.
I think my daughter lost her motivation for studying or practicing, and I'm worried about her plan, and just I'm thinking right now about the future, but I know I'm so powerful that I could manage them very well.
Yeah, sure. I think so too. Okay, good. So no fear, actually. No actual fears for the future. Okay, thanks for sharing, Shireen. Let me go to Behzad now. Behzad, how about you? What is your greatest fear as an adult? If any, if there is any fear.
Yeah. After my childhood, I can say my greatest fear was fear of failure.
Yeah.
Because since I was and I am a very competitive person, I had this fear, and
Excuse me, what did you say?
maybe
Did you say I had this fear?
I had this fear
No.
before, but not nowadays.
Good, good. Okay, good. Because I
Yeah.
thought that you want to say you still
Yeah.
have it, and I wanted you to use present
No,
perfect.
no.
Okay, so I had
Because
this. Go on.
nowadays, I have nothing to do, like a test or a competition, and I take tests from my students. But before
No.
that,
Wait, Behzad. You don't take tests.
I give the test. Give the test. Yes, give the test.
Yes, go on.
Yeah, but I had this fear of failure before, and it was very annoying.
Yes.
But nowadays, I can say I got rid of that, and the only thing that sometimes annoys me is the stress that I have because of my job. Sometimes I got stressed out. I get stressed out because my job is very stressful sometimes.
Yeah, I see. Why? Why is it stressful?
Because when you work in a atmosphere like ICU, sometimes it would be stressful because you have, a lot of patients in a very bad condition, and managing more than 18 patients, and you are responsible for them, and it would be stressful.
Yes, okay. So you mentioned earlier then that in the past you used to be afraid of failure, but nowadays you're not. And you mentioned as the reason, the fact that you no more have to compete with anyone. So what if
Yes.
you find yourself in a situation in which you have to compete with someone? Maybe next month, or I don't know, maybe 6 months from now, maybe next year. Do you think you will feel that feeling, that fear again, do you think it will resurface and bother you?
If that is the case, I think it will happen again to me. And I think it's not too bad to have some, stress to do something that is very important to you, because it can help you to be, and it can motivate you to do that, competition or test or anything better.
So, Behzad, do you think stress is the same as fear, or are they different?
Scientifically, I'm not sure, but I think they are different.
How?
And
can you explain the difference between stress and fear? Just what you feel. I don't want you to mention the dictionary meaning of the words. Just what you think is the difference.
For sure they are different, because if they were the same, we won't need to have, two different words for them. But
I don't
think
so. There are
fear,
so many synonyms, words that mean the same.
but
So I want to know
I
the
think
difference.
fear is not good and necessary at all. And we better to, practice to غلبه کردن, I've forgotten.
Conquer it, you mean?
Overcome. Yeah, to overcome our fear.
Overcome too, yes.
But in terms of stress, I think a little bit of a stress could be helpful sometimes.
Don't you think
But
that it's just
not
a
too much.
name that they invented to cover the fear? Because stress shows that you're afraid of something. You must be afraid of, maybe you're afraid of something that's good. Maybe that kind of fear, as you said, motivates you, but it's still fear. But if you call it fear, it becomes scary. But if you call it stress, it's maybe not that scary. Don't you think so?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. And in my opinion, I think the fear is not good.
Fear is not
and
good.
yeah, but stress, I think when I have a little stress to do a thing, or to to give a speech in front of the others, it could be helpful. And because of that, I try harder and harder. But when there is no stress, or there is no motivation, in that case, I think the one would underestimate that thing, and it's not a very good thing. Yeah, in my opinion.
Okay.
As a competitive person.
Okay. Who do you compete with, Behzad? Do you ever compete with Shireen?
In some, departments.
Yeah, like how?
He always competes with
What did he say? I didn't get it. What did he say, Shireen?
He always compete with everything and himself also.
Competes with you in everything?
No. I compete with my colleagues, for example, in, for my knowledge.
I see.
I try to be better.
How do you do that?
I compete with my friends in the field of, exercise or workout.
Yeah, how?
I compete.
Okay, how do you do that? How can you compete with someone?
I try to work harder and harder. And
you do that in front of them?
No, most of the time, yeah. When I am at the hospital, or when I am alone and I have enough time, I try to work on things that are very important to me. like my, English skills, my athletic what? خصوصیات ورزشی.
I don't know about athletic what? خصوصیات ورزشی. What is خصوصیات ورزشی? I don't know any خصوصیات ورزشی. You can
athletic abilities.
Abilities, okay. توانایی های ورزشی,
Athletic
then, not
abilities.
خصوصیات. Okay. Okay, so then how can you show it off to them? If you don't do it in front of them, how can you show it off to them?
No, I don't like to show off, but
Then it's not a
when
competition. Then how can it, because
Yeah,
Shirin
but-
said it's a competition, then explain the
but
competition part.
when I see I can do something better than others, it is, very joyful to me.
Fulfilling maybe, huh? Fulfilling.
Yeah, it's fulfilling to me.
So you must do something. Like, for example, when you see your colleague or your friend, you should, I don't know, flex a muscle and say, see, I've got the bigger muscle or something like that.
No.
Then you cannot say you can
For
compete.
my-
How can you compete? You don't do that in front of them. You don't show it off to them. How can you compete then?
No, at hospital, the competition is about, our knowledge.
Okay.
For example, most of the time we have, challenges about difficult patients. And as you know, there are, sometimes there are debates about
yes.
patients. Debates, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have to, talk to each other, and they want to prove that they are saying the right thing, and I want to say that no, in my opinion, that is right, and so on. And this is like a competition,
okay.
I think.
So it must be fun, maybe.
Yeah. And as you know, for a Mazani, like the competition is in our blood.
The competition is what? I didn't catch that part, last word.
The competition is in our blood.
Oh, I see. I don't know. Is it? Never heard that before. I don't know. I never heard that. Shirin, what do you think? Do you think that's true? What Behzad says is true?
For myself, I don't.
No, not for yourself. For us, people of the north.
Oh, no.
I'm joking. Okay, so
No.
so Shirin, how about you? Would you please
Yes,
speak
that
up? I can't hear you. Hello? Okay.
Sometimes I think Besat competes with himself all the time,
Yes.
and he wants to be the best version of himself.
Very good, yes.
And I understand him, and I encouraged him. And I know he enjoys. He enjoys this way. I couldn't. I don't like this way for myself because
you better Shirin, say method, not way. Way is okay, but method. Because
I don't use a method for myself because it gives my peaceful.
no.
And
It gives me
takes.
peace. It takes away my peace, you mean? It takes away my peace.
Yes, my peaceful mind. And
Which one do you mean? Competing with yourself is the thing that might take your peace of mind away? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Or just competition in general? Which one?
No. This feeling that you want to be the top one.
I see.
It's I don't like it.
So competing
Maybe
with others. What you don't like is competing with others. You prefer competing with yourself and becoming.
But I like to manifest my abilities and my abilities. But I don't like this method that I think I'm in the
center of the competition.
Yes, and in the ring of the box, and I have to fight.
I see. Okay.
For
So you're
I like
at this point of the extremity, and Bezat is at the other, and you somehow complete
yes,
yourself, huh? You with your
yes.
personality traits, and Bezat with his personality
Mhm.
traits. That's good.
Yes.
Okay.
At the end of this road
Mhm.
is the same place, but in different ways.
Yeah. Okay. Different ways, different methods. Exactly. Okay. Good. Thank you, Shirin. Thank you, Bezat. Let me go to Marzieh.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Marzieh, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So, Marzieh, what is your suggestion for someone who wants to overcome a fear, someone who wants to stop some sort of fear? For example, someone who's afraid of the dark. What is your suggestion to them? What do you think they should do to stop that fear, to no more have that fear?
My suggestion is um, mm, they see they see your fear
Their
fear
fear.
and
Their fear.
their fear
Mhm.
their fear and they have experience about that fear
What do
and
you mean, Marzi? What do you mean they have experience? What do you mean by
یعنی
that?
they
Mhm.
میگم ترستو ببین
Okay, but why did you use the word experience? Experience means
یا
تجربه.
تجربهش کن
Yeah, but
تجربهش
yeah,
کن
okay. So experience your fear. It doesn't mean anything to me. Can you explain? Not in English nor Farsi. Can you explain what you mean exactly by saying you should experience your fear?
برن این فارسی said
In English, in English. In English,
in
try to,
English
yes, use the words you know and explain to me what you mean by saying you should experience your fear. What do you mean?
they try to see that fear and to experience and they try to برن تو دل ترسشون اینجوری
Good,
میگن
good,
تو فارسی.
exactly. Go through it, okay? Experience that fear.
Yes.
Yes. Bezat suggested the word exposure. If you know, I think you don't know, but the verb is expose. You can use the verb expose. You can say you should expose yourself to that fear. As you said, برن تو دل ترسشون. For example, can you give me an example of exposing yourself to your fear, or as you said, experience your fear? Give me an example of it. Like someone is, as you mentioned about yourself, afraid of the dark. How can they expose themselves? How can they experience their fear of darkness?
For example, I'm scared of darkness and I go to the dark place and
dark
I
place?
see a dark place and I see that place and when I don't find anything and I calm down
Yes.
and I understand I understand don't anything this place and
I understand there's nothing to be afraid of in this place, like that. I understand.
Yes.
I understand there's nothing to be afraid of in this place. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So you understand that.
Mhm.
Have you done that regarding your own fear? No.
Yes.
Okay. How many times did you do that?
Yes.
How many times did you do that?
When when I my child when he when they fear of darkness.
They have a fear of darkness. When they have a fear of
Yes,
darkness, or when they are afraid of darkness, yes.
I force I force and I go to that place.
Okay,
and
wait, Marzie, you're talking about your own fear or your children's fear? Which one?
برای بچه‌هام مجبور شدم ترس خودم ببینم.
Okay. So because of your children, به خاطر اونها, because of my children, I forced myself. خودم رو مجبور کردم. Say I forced myself.
Yes.
So say the sentence again.
Because of my children, I force myself go to
after force to
go
I forced myself to
go to dark place. And
instead of dark place and darkness, Marzi, you can easily use the dark. It's also a noun. Yes, it means darkness. Say, because of my children, I forced myself to go to the dark.
To dark. Yes. And explain to them. And after that, I calm down and
that's good.
Yes. And I understand.
Understand what?
I understand that there is not fear about that place.
Not there is not fear.
The dark.
There is the fear. You should say there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be a fear. نباید ترسی باشه. There shouldn't be a fear of darkness. Or I shouldn't be afraid of the dark. Okay, so that's your only method, Mazia, right? Expose yourself to your fear. Experience your fear. That's your only method for overcoming a fear.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Do you have anything to add? Anything else?
No.
Okay, thank you. Let me go to Bezod and Shirin again. Okay, Shirin.
Shirin had an appointment and she went away and she said goodbye.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, that's okay. So, Bezod, how about you? What is your suggestion to someone who wants to overcome their fear? Someone wants to overcome their fear of anything, darkness, height, anything. What's your suggestion?
Yeah. I think there are several methods, and despite other things in medicine, I can say that we don't tend to give medicine to these kind of patients, if you will. But other methods like behavioral therapy or exposure therapy, these are the methods that I am aware that my colleagues try to teach their patients and help them to overcome their fear. But in some cases that the fear is, very, in medicine we say pathologic, and this is, we call it phobia.
Yes.
In these cases, maybe the patient will need some medicines or some drugs, like antipsychotic drugs and stuff like that.
Do you think drugs or medicine is helpful? Can they really help anyone overcome the fear? or at least feel less fear?
Maybe, yeah. These are not the first line of therapy, but as the last resort, I think they can be helpful.
You think they can, or they actually can? Which one?
They can be helpful.
Really?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
So you have no information regarding this?
No, because it's out of my field. And yeah, generally speaking, I can say that.
Yeah, I see. I never heard before that there's some kind of a medicine you can take to help you with the fear. I've heard about stress, and it helps people to feel less stressed, and that's because when people talk about stress, they mean their heart starts beating, and they can feel their heart beating, and that's what bothers them. So maybe that medicine helps them with that, but not the actual fear. But I never heard that one.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, so there is medicine too. Okay, good. Okay, Behzad, thank you. Thank you, Marzieh, and
thank you very much.
see you again next session. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.